Hi there, Janet Fritz here for Galaxy Girl Creations. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to another day of Color Craze. And today's a fun one because it's got lots of pink in it. And if you know MK, she doesn't like pink. In fact, she tried to tell me that was purple. So I did bring in a purple paper, but it's got the pinks and the aqua or turquoise, whichever you prefer to call it. And it does have a little bit of that darker pink, but it is the little tiny hearts that are underneath the cloud. And so I started out with this piece of paper in the background, and that paper is watercolor paper, and I apologize, don't have the footage. I have no idea what happened to the footage of me doing this watercolor wash. But basically, I just started with the watercolor, darker on one side of the paper, which would be the left side. And as I brought it towards the right-hand side, I just did not re-dip my paintbrush into more of the watercolor pigment. I just added a little bit of water to my brush to bring that color down. And then I did it with 5 colors. I did it with the light pink, the darker pink, kind of a periwinkle color, an aqua, and a teal. And most of the teal is covered up, which is fine because there's, it is what it is. And so I apologize that you didn't get to see that portion of it. But then I took that paper that has the clouds. That's a paper from Shimmerz collection. I want to say it's Head in the Clouds, but I could be wrong on that. And I am just pulling in a bunch of different pieces of paper from different Shimmerz collections that are in my scraps. As you can see, some of them have things cut out of them. Some of them are just little tiny extra pieces. They're not they're not even probably worthy of your scrap bin, but because I keep all of my bits and pieces of Shimmerz paper because I do a lot of layering with her stuff, then they work out fine. You don't even know that there was anything digitally die cut out of that paper. And then I also keep my branding strips. So I am going to layer up these branding strips, and I don't usually use my branding strips as borders around my photos, but it worked out well this time. And it's just bringing in more of those colors. Now I did kind of add a little bit of that purple paper to the inspiration piece because it's not really on that inspiration piece on the right hand panel. But if you look at the balloons, I'm assuming those are balloons and not balls, but in the darker spaces it kind of has that purplish feel to it, so that's why I pulled that in, and I just like the way that it looks. And then I'm pulling in this darker piece because I just love this color, and it matches MK's shirt in the picture. So the picture is a photo of me. I'm on the left, MK's on the right, and Cindy Sutherland is in the middle. We went to Cindy's retreat in September, and we had a blast, and this is our parting shot as we were leaving. We were just done cleaning up. Our faces were super red from all of the stuff we were kind of like doing to get out of the place, running around crazy, trying to get like the trash taken out and our vehicles loaded and everything packed up, the kitchen clean, the works. And so our faces were a little bit red, but I lightened up the photo a little bit so we don't look quite so red. So I toyed with the idea of adding that tag in the upper right hand corner, but it's not going to stay there. I don't really like it. It wasn't doing anything for me. And I'm kind of just playing around with what I think I'm going to do. I am glad I got my layers done. I brought that darker color from the top down using the excess piece of the border that I had punched off of it on either side, the top and bottom of the photo. And I like how that just brings that color in. And then I'm just looking for some more pieces to kind of layer up and around and I'm just playing, basically, auditioning different things in different areas, trying to decide what I want where. And sometimes that's a little bit of a process for me when I'm doing a lot of layering. Do I want more layers? Do I want to bring in more color? Trying to decide if I want more of this teal. I don't end up using a lot more of the teal color. It just, I don't know. It just didn't do it for me. So I sat there for a while and thought about it. And then I ended up kind of packing things up and leaving it for a while. And I went back to it when I was, I'm actually in this video right here. I am at my mom's house working on this. We had a day that we crafted together. And I had a couple of friends over and a couple of friends online, including MK actually, just in the craft room on the big screen so we could feel like we're all at a crop together. And so that's what you do when you're far away from one another and you want to hang out. So I just kind of like sat there and kind of played with it and toyed with what I was going to do. And then I decided, you know what, I'm going to pack it up. And I worked on something else. And then I revisited it again on another day. So sometimes that's the way it goes. You just don't have the mojo, or you're not feeling it, or you need to come back and revisit it. Sometimes I leave things on my desk for a couple of days and then come back. That doesn't happen too often these days because my desk is not really that big. And if you're doing 30 days of sketches or one of those types of series, you have to be creating more frequently than leaving your stuff on your desk for a couple of days. But it has been known to happen where I leave it there and then I'll come back and revisit it. So when I came back and revisited it, I decided I wanted more of those clouds. So I just fussy cut out a bunch of those clouds, and I had pulled a bunch of different pieces of ephemera from my aqua bin of stuff and my pink bin and my purple bin. And I packed those up and I took them with me. I'm also not at home in this video. I do a lot of scrapbooking away from home, obviously. And I decided not to just look at my stuff in my Shimmerz stuff. I looked at stuff that was just in my color bins. And that actually opened up a lot of different options for me. And I was pretty happy with the way it came out. So I had these little labels, and I'm layering those labels up on top of the photo. I really like the piece that says magic off to the right hand side because, you know, it was kind of like a magical meeting that we got to do, or a magical retreat, because it's the first retreat I've gone to since COVID. And I have been to day-long crops since COVID, but not an actual retreat. And so that was amazing. And then it just worked out kind of last minute that my mom could go. So that was extra amazing as well, and super exciting and fun. And so it was just, you know, I don't know. Magic is a good word, a good word to describe it. So that piece that's at the top of the photos, that's circular, it has like dates on it. It has the months written around in a circle, and then it has the numbers written in the middle. So that will be where I circle the dates that I have, and that's why it doesn't look like it's lined up straight with the numbers going straight across, because I needed certain numbers to show and a certain month to show. So you kind of have to spin it so that you get all of those pieces visible. And then I am just layering up more and more pieces underneath the piece that says magic. And I really like the way that that's all coming together. It's making me super happy. And then I am popping all of those clouds up onto some foam because I thought they needed some dimension. My photograph is already, it's not popped up on foam, but because there are so many layers, it kind of looks like it's popped up on foam because it's all of those layers are kind of like making it more dimensional. So I thought it would be good to go ahead and pop the clouds up onto foam, and it's kind of bringing everything up to that upper right hand corner. In that label up in the upper right hand corner, I will write the location of our retreat, and there's a little pink sticker up there that says good times, because good times were had. We had a really fun time, in fact. And then underneath where the magic sticker is, there's a pink piece that says relaxing. So the good times, the relaxing, and then there's a little tiny one that says us and a little heart that I'm putting in the embellishment area right now. And those three pieces are all from like the same, it's not a sticker sheet, it was like a cut apart sheet, but they're all the same colors, and so it brings those colors into all the areas. I'm trying to bring the teals or the turquoise into all of the areas, and that purple, I'm trying to bring it into all of the areas so that it looks balanced in all of my embellishment areas. So I want you to go and check out what MK has done for today, because I'm really curious to see that myself. Since, you know, she doesn't like pink, she's going to call this purple. I know she is. So I'm going to call this, we'll just call it reddish purple. So I don't know, light purple. It's pink. Who are we trying to kid? So I really want you to go and check out what she has done today and give her a little bit of love. And so this series has been a lot of fun to work on with her because uh, definitely this is out of her comfort zone. I'm not sure that we've hit one that is super out of my comfort zone, but I am kind of somebody who likes to dabble in everything. So I have probably tried it if it's out there. Um, and I'm not really afraid of working with any colors. Not that she's afraid of it, but I'm not bothered by any of the colors. So these here are the still shots. I did pull in those flowers. Those are just from Hobby Lobby or Recollections. Actually, I think they are from Hobby Lobby. And I just brought in a couple of those to each of the areas just to kind of give it a little bit of an organic feel in those areas. And it kind of has the feeling of the clouds because they're rounded. And I thought it looked nice. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you guys again on Friday. And if you have questions or comments, leave them down below. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.